Today I am here to teach you a tool to enable you to feel any way you want to, whenever you want to. Wouldn't it be great to be able to call forth confidence right when you need it, before going to that job interview, before going on that date? To be able to call forth self-love, focus, worthiness, any state, whenever you need it. That's what I'm here to teach you today. And just to let you know, a state is a state of mind. When you're happy, you're in a happy state. When you're sad, you're in a sad state. And so this tool is going to allow you to draw forth any state instantly. If you're familiar with NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, or hypnosis, you may be familiar with the term anchoring. And though there are many ways to anchor and different things to use anchoring for, I am going to teach you today how to use anchoring to bring forth any state or feeling when you want or need it. Anchoring allows you to set up a stimulus response pattern so that you can feel how you want to when you want to feel that way. Happy, confident, focused, worthy, just to name a few. And what anchoring does is that it links an external action to an internal response. And that will make a lot more sense once we get into how to do it. But I will say one more thing about it. It's very much like classic conditioning. If anybody's ever seen the show The Office, and when Jim conditioned Dwight, it was so funny to me because I am very familiar with conditioning, given that I am a hypnotist. So what happened in the show was Jim rang a bell, and after he rang the bell, he would offer Dwight a mint. And he did this so often that Dwight's brain associated the bell with "I'm getting a mint." Without even realizing that he was associating those two things, his brain did it on his own, his subconscious. So then Jim rang the bell, and then Dwight automatically put out his hand, and then Jim said, "What are you doing?" And Dwight says, "I don't know." Because he was conditioned that when he heard the bell, he got the mint. So in anchoring, what we are doing is we are conditioning a feeling to an action. And so here's how to do it. I'm going to use the example of anchoring confidence. It's a very common one. A lot of people need to summon forth confidence every once in a while, right? So, first, you take a few deep breaths just to center yourself in the moment. And then you go ahead and close your eyes and you imagine situations in which you did feel confident. Perhaps in the past you did something very well, or you won a game, or whatever, right? It could be any situation in which you felt confident. And if you can't really think of any, although I'm sure there are at least a few, if you can't think of any, think of someone that you see as a confident person. Imagine all the ways in which they just shine confidence, right? And how they walk and how they talk and how they present themselves as this confident person. So you close your eyes and you bring forth memories of confidence, or you bring forth kind of like a role model of confidence. And then you will let yourself fill up with that confident feeling once again, or let yourself fill up with the admiration of that confident person you're imagining. Once you do this, you take your ring finger and your thumb and you pinch them together, right? Obviously not hard enough that you're gonna hurt yourself, but you apply pressure, okay? And you do this while you have your eyes closed and you're still feeling those confident feelings and imagining that confident person. You tie these two fingers together. And this is the anchoring part of it, right? So you are anchoring that confident feeling to an external cue, to a trigger, right? And once you think of this confidence and you feel this confidence and you apply it to your cue, just sit there for a moment or two, still thinking the confidence, still feeling the confidence, while pinching your fingers together. Fill yourself up with a few deep breaths and let the fingers go. Go ahead and open your eyes, notice how you feel, and do this a few times to really anchor in that feeling that you're desiring to your cue or to your trigger. And then in the future, when you need to summon forth that confidence, you know all you need to do is press these two fingers together, and your body has that conditioned response to bring forth the feelings of confidence. And then any time in the future that you feel that feeling again, pinch your fingers together, those same two fingers, so that it enforces it even more. For example, if you go into a job interview and you do your cue and you're feeling confident, you're feeling good, and then afterwards you feel even better because you absolutely crushed that interview, then press your fingers together again to reinforce the feeling to the trigger and the cue. I hope you got value out of this episode. I truly hope that you are going to use this anchoring technique to your benefit. Again, it could be used with a bunch of different feelings and states of mind. And it doesn't have to be these two fingers. It could be you touching the outside of your wrist. It could be your own personal cue. Just make it something you don't usually do. The reason I chose these two fingers and not these two is because maybe sometimes you do the okay symbol. I don't know. But anyways, I hope you got value out of this episode. I would love for you to tell me what you're going to use anchoring for in the comments below. And I hope you have an excellent rest of your day.